go! We are back in this
Yay.
bitch. I told you guys I would bring my dating show back. I told you if they don't want to let us in to the already established ones, we'll create our own and we'll burn their shit to the ground. And this, my friends, is the start of it. This right now is the culmination of what I've been working on for the last like 2 weeks or so. I don't really know, something like that. But either way, I'm excited to bring back Cut Coliseum, aka Simp Olympics. We've rebranded, we've renamed, and we came through with the hottest guest we've ever had. My homegirl, Tasha. Talk to me, girl. How you feeling today?
Hello, thank you for having me. It's great to be here. You could only get me for this, man.
Well, I messaged Pokey, and I think she
Okay.
left me on red again. Well, that's kind of like
Understandable.
it's kind of like the thing we have
Understandable.
between each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah, been there.
we have people who are just professional Tinder users. We have godlike content creators. We have a former reality TV star. He was on Beauty and the Geek, okay? Legitimate, bona fide star. All these studs are here to compete and win your heart, Tasha.
Good evening, good evening.
Oh, Joe, you got the suit on. Let's go.
I want to make a good impression, so I figure why not dress up for the occasion? Why not class things up just a little bit? Tanya, good evening. Thank you for joining us.
This next individual, I don't even know how I agreed to get him to come on. You know him. You love him. If you're a Smash player, that is. My man, Riddles, is in the building. Riddles, unmute that mic, turn on that cam, and show him who you are. There it is. Now, Riddles is actually a unique factor. He's our only Asian participant. Riddles, do you feel like that gives you an advantage here?
Depends on what Tasha thinks.
Okay, Tasha, how do you feel about Asians? Are you a fan of Rush Hour?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Okay, that'll work. You know, that works for me. Riddles, I know you pretty well. You're a very smooth operator. I think you're gonna do just fine
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it,
on
man.
this show. Hey, Neoret is in the building. Turn that cam on, player.
All right, 1 second.
All right, now Neoret, for all you guys who might be wondering, he is a self-proclaimed Tinder god, okay? And I've seen some of the chicks he's gotten. He's not just chubby chasing, okay? He's got some bangers under his belt. I'll give him that. I will give him that. So
With a
Neoret,
face
Dick?
like this, you can tell I'm telling the truth.
there you go.
Look at this physique, top COVID body. You know how it is. Front page of Tinder twice.
And now finally, our last contestant. He hails from YouTube. He's an African American, and he might be the smoothest guy on this panel besides myself. It is Tevin. Talk to him, baby.
What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on, player? Do you feel like your light skin prowess is gonna carry you to big time victory right now?
On. Hey, come on. You already knew as soon as you said it. I feel very confident.
Ooh.
Very, ready to get going.
I need you to describe your ideal and perfect first date that you would take Tasha on. Okay? What's getting the job done? Go.
An afternoon at the local zoo. But not just, walking through. I'd actually want to hire a zoologist to speak to the different animals and speak to the different biomes from which they've come from, and actually have an intelligent conversation about zoology and all the different animals and how they curated that in their efforts on preservation. Afterwards, a nice glass of wine and a light lunch, followed by a stroll under the holiday lights.
Neoret, how you gonna follow that up? Your perfect first date with Tasha.
Perfect. We're gonna go to a motherfucking monster truck rally. We're gonna watch cars get run over by bigger cars.
Okay.
Little cars run over by big cars. We're gonna do that for about 2 hours. Get pumped. It doesn't make your blood boil. You're not an American. After that, we're gonna head to a car dealership. We're gonna find the nicest car there. We're gonna go for a test drive. We're just gonna drive around for like whatever, however long we want, an hour, 2 hours. Go wherever we want, and then to bring it back and not pay. It's like, hey, thanks for the test drive. We're not really interested right now. And then we're gonna go to like a local. There's a bar I know that has like a mechanical bull. We're gonna get in that bar, we're gonna get hammered drunk, and we're gonna try to beat each other on that bull and see who can last the longest. And after they're done with that, I'm gonna drop you off at home, and then I'm gonna walk you to your door, and I'm gonna give you a kiss on the cheek, and then I'm gonna wave goodbye, and I'm gonna go in my car and go separate ways.
All right. Tasha, you excited? Monster truck rally? Test driving cars you can't buy?
Monster trucks seem pretty cool. I'm down with that. Very, very respectful. I'm into it.
Hey, Riddles. How you doing?
Yeah, what's up? So far, everyone else has been kind of just making this way too complicated than it should be, honestly.
Ooh, talk to
I
him,
think-
Riddles!
I think that you know what? For me personally, I'd probably just go for. You like ramen? I'd probably go for a
Yeah.
little ramen date. Okay, yeah, down. I think that's about it. Honestly, keep it simple.
All right, Tevin. You know what they say. I say, listen, listen. I know I saved you for last, baby, but this ain't the back of the bus, okay? You already know you first class all the way, big dog. Talk to me. Where you taking Tasha, little snow bunny, for that first date, dog?
Hey, well, Riddles said he's making it too complicated. I feel like it's not complicated enough. You feel me, big dog? I think personally, I'll create a custom set that I bring Tasha to. Boy Taco Bell, that's right. I'm gonna come out with a Crunchwrap Supreme with booty shorts on and a tail on the back. I'm gonna hand it to her, but I can't cook. So she's gonna take one bite, look at me kind of funny, and flip the plate upside down and put it in the trash.
Okay.
Afterwards, we're gonna go back to her place and stare longingly into each other's eyes and take deep breaths 2 inches away from one another. You know?
2 inches away.
2 inches
Wow.
away. We're gonna do that for about 30 minutes, and then I will get up and leave unannounced.
Tevin, I'm gonna be honest with you. With a game like that, how you're single right now is beyond me. Tasha, what do you think about that play?
I definitely like your little Taco Bell idea. However, I don't want to look at you. I don't want to look at anyone ever. No, it's not necessary.
All right, question number 2. Now, this one's gonna require a little bit more thought process, okay, boys? This one's not gonna be as easy. It's a Friday night and Tasha calls you. Her roommates have left for the weekend and she wants you to come on over, but you have to bring her a nice special surprise. What surprise are you going to bring to assure that you have a successful and pleasurable weekend getaway? Joe, we'll start with you.
Well, I'm being a bit of an amateur sommelier myself. I would probably bring a nice bottle of white wine, perhaps a buttery Chardonnay, unoaked, so it has a very nice balanced flavor. Or even if you're into sweets, perhaps a ice wine from the Niagara region. That's actually what I'm drinking tonight. Is a nice, nice gentle dessert wine. Perhaps a scented candle. Nothing too overt. Something very subtle. That just has that would exude a very nice evening, and see where the night takes us from there. The whole thing is not every night has to be passion filled. Sometimes the company of another and good conversation is enough. And that's not a bad thing.
I wrote that on my profile once too. It didn't work. But hey, Joe, I like the answer. I like it. How about you, Tasha?
I've probably only drank wine like 3 times in my life. I'm more of a vodka girl.
Oh, okay. You got a little Russian in you, Tosh?
Polish. Close enough.
Yeah, same shit, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Neil, what surprise are you bringing Natasha to ensure things go your way?
I'm going to bring the only thing you need to get through a weekend, not living as just yourself, but every single person you could want to be. The 5th edition of Dungeons and Dragons with the Curse of Strahd full dungeon adventure. You can be whatever race you want. I'll be the DM. I've been a DM for like a year, so you can do whatever you want. We'll do a one-on-one DM session. This is you, the player, and me, and we go through adventures. I'll be the seducing succubus sometimes. I'll be the evil Dracula. Sometimes I'll be the dragon in the cave, or the little goblin that you kick and kill at level 1. I can be whatever you need me to be, queen, and that's what I'm gonna do for the whole weekend for you.
Tax! What you got for me, baby? What are you bringing?
I'm gonna bring an ounce and a Nintendo 64.
An ounce of what,
Right.
Tax?
Oregano maybe. I don't know. We'll see what kind of seasoning I can get.
Gotcha. Might be breaking the law when Tax comes around. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah, I don't break laws.
All right,
I break
cool.
other things.
Looking at this field of competition, it's safe to say you guys get a lot of ass, okay? No question about that. But some caveats can come along with that, okay? Including STDs. We all know our old friend, the clap. Let's say, for instance, that, oh no, I'm heading into 22 and I've been diagnosed with it. Oh, this is just terrible. But at the same time, I still want to get some. I mean, look at her. Why wouldn't you? How would you convince your partner to still engage in sexual intercourse while you have the clap? Joe, we'll start with you.
Well, luckily enough, I've never had the clap, so
Okay.
I have that going for me, and I'm very grateful for that. You know, at the end of the day, anytime intimacy is involved, communication is and consent. Communication and consent are critical. Communication and consent are the two pillars of every intimate relationship.
If there's one thing Joe can do, this man can communicate. Tasha, were you hearing everything he had to say?
Yeah, that's pretty cool that he's open to communication. Yeah, that's pretty standard. That I feel like that's a pretty standard answer across the board of what everyone should be doing.
Okay, fair enough. Well, let's see if Neoret's a little bit different. Neoret, the clap has come for a visit, but you still trying to clap some cheeks. How you gonna make this happen?
So my understanding is I recently got the clap in this theoretical situation because I don't have it in real life, of course. But yeah,
Okay.
I recently got it. I didn't have it forever in the theoretical lifeline.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So basically, here's what I do. All right. If assuming I have a few hours of prep time, you can actually rent hazmat suits from Home Depot if you have enough like notice time. So I'll rent a hazmat suit, wear it, and sanitize it, and cut a hole where it's needed, and I'll install a condom device so there's no skin to skin contact at any point. So it's perfectly safe for you to do anything to someone else, of course, consensually. But we could even turn it into like a role play thing. It could be like an aliens type thing where I'm like the hazmat guy that comes at the end movie to like take you away. It could be like a sexy, like an alien interrogation sort of thing. And then you just ride through the wave of the clap, and then once the clap is over, you can go back to hazmat-free sexual bliss.
I mean, your scenario there really reminds me of the picture of the guy using the pocket pussy in his woman. It's like it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it is. I've seen those videos. I mean, no, I haven't. I mean, but I can probably imagine what you're talking about, though.
I'll send it to you later.
Tevin, how are we gonna navigate this trek in life that is stopping us from, I guess, just getting what we want? Keep it real.
Well, I recently got the clap. That means I wasn't faithful. Tasha and only Tasha. And my first thing would just be to cry and want to, just not exist anymore. As far as like how I would do it, I probably just wouldn't. Quite honest, there's nothing you can really do that's not fair to somebody. If you appreciate them and you're faithful to them in life, I would just be honest, be like, hey, I'm fucking up. Sorry. Honest route.
Try and get it back on track with honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect that. I mean, how can you not? And I'll tell you right now, you listen to some of these R&B songs, honesty is not something a light-skinned brother tends to sing about.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you what, Tosh, he's bringing it to the table for you.
It's a terrible theoretical. It wouldn't exist in real life.
Okay. Now, I'm glad you cleared that up especially. I'm sure everybody on the panel feels that way
for
too.
For any
gentlemen.
of us, yes. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Now, traditionally, what we do here is we allow Tasha to eliminate down to just 2. But because I've been so impressed with each and every one of you, I was thinking that why don't we just have a 3-man showdown and then Tasha just decides the winner from there? How are we feeling about that? Joe, are you on board with that?
Well, I believe it's ultimately Tasha's decision, but I would truly be honored to stay around.
Neoret, what do you think about that?
Whatever Tasha's desire is.
Tevin, your thoughts?
Game show, you're going to do what you want anyway, dog.
That's true. Tasha, are you okay with that? We keep all 3 around and you just decide who wins.
I think that's fine.
Okay, all right. Well, I think this is going to be amazing because we have entered the challenge round. Now, I'm going to start off very simple. It's a very easy question, okay? When you're being romantic with someone, when you're being intimate, it's not unusual to have a nice little cute name or pet name for them. That's just normal stuff, you know what I'm saying? Oh, give me booby, 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 you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Woogie, woogie, all that other bullshit, okay? You look at Tasha, okay, and those sweater cows she's sporting. What is a very lovely nickname that you could come up with? Joe, we'll start with you.
I would have a very, just from first sight, I would have a very difficult time coming up with that because I believe, just like intimacy, it should be something that is that comes up organically, that is created, that is spur of the moment, and is and is discovered as you discover one another. So I don't have one right at this moment, but if I were to have the pleasure of getting to know you better, I'm sure one would come up very quickly as we move forward together.
Okay, doesn't want to commit to it right now. How about you, Tevin? Looking at Tasha, what's the first nickname you can think of?
Tasha, do you speak Polish at all?
Bits and pieces.
Do you know the word for boobs or pillows?
Oh my god.
I know the word for ass.
I'll
An
give you that.
asshole.
Oh, is that what it is? I'd love for it to be a little bit more sweet than that, but I'd look that up and I'd probably go with that.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Well, boys, Joe, this might be a little bit more difficult for you because you didn't come up with a name. Okay, and Tevin, you might want to do some research on that name. The final question is more of a challenge here. When you're giving somebody a nice little pet name, you're usually doing it in the heat of the moment, a little intimacy. Now, keep in mind, this isn't the hub, this is Twitch, so we can only go so far. Gentlemen, I need you to put up your thumbs. Put your thumbs. Thank you.
All right.
While reciting the nickname that you came up with, Tasha, give me 15 seconds of your best toe-sucking impersonation. Joe, we'll start with you. Lower that fist. Lower that fist. We got to see it. I'm going to take a little... All right, go take a little sip there first. Hold on.
He has to cleanse the palate.
Cleanse the palate. Get that toe in there. Show us what you got, Joe.
For those who came for the wholesome content that I usually provide, and the millions watching at home, I vehemently apologize for what you're about to witness.
Get it, Joe. Sensual. It's the patience for me. Joe, did it taste like victory?
I suppose that's not mine to judge, is it?
Not yours to
at
judge.
At the end of the day, the only victory that counts is did I do a decent job of pleasing my partner? And that's truly the only way to measure victory. But intimacy shouldn't be a matter of victory. It shouldn't be a matter of conquering. It should be a matter of two hearts merging and beating together as one in a moment of passion and bliss.
All right, well, we will see if that was enough to get the job done. Neoret, with your thumb in hand, please show us your best toe-sucking technique while reciting the pet name you just assigned to Tasha. 15 seconds, go.
I will be abstaining from this because, as Mariah Carey said, some things are left to the imagination and bedroom things are meant for the bedroom. There's only one thing that lasts longer than love, and that's the internet.
Boo!
Boo me! Boo me!
Boo!
So you
Technically,
don't
you're not
want
wrong.
to suck
I
your
respect
thumb
that.
like a toe, but it's cool that my ass is plastered on the internet. You're not willing to
Right?
do that for me.
Whoa.
Exactly!
That's not what I said.
I provide you free content every day.
Free.
I'm partnered with Fansly. It's absolutely 100% free. I post my entire ass on the internet every single day, and you
It's
don't
true.
even dare suck a thumb.
I got a burner account liking all those tweets.
I think those are two different false equivalencies, and I respect your decision, but just the toe sucking is like I'd rather do the real thing than rather imagine it on a thumb sort of thing, which is
I understand most people would rather suck on a titty, so it's acceptable.
I don't know. I think the only thing you might be imagining now is victory, because I don't know. You might just fumble, but we'll see what happens. Tevin,
Perhaps.
big dog. You know what they say about them light skinned brothers. What you got, ma?
Well, first of all, we're gonna have a conversation after this.
Okay.
You and me.
All right, fair.
About
That's
it.
fair.
Second
That's
of
fair.
all, the Polish word for boob is gotha, which is actually that's kind of a good pet name.
That's a fair one, because she's a little bit of a
also-
goth too.
It's in gotha, you know what I'm saying? But learn from it. Look at how it's going.
Okay.
Did she shower?
Yeah, very important. Hygiene is everything.
Hello.
You gotta pounce pounce on that thing sometimes.
You know
You
what
gotta
I'm
pounce on that
saying?
thing sometimes.
Yeah, go ahead. She said she put her ass and titties on the internet. You better believe I'm going all in.
That's real talk.
Her whole foot gonna be wet when I'm done.
Dang.
From toe to Achilles.
We like a throat goat.
Come on now.
Very nice.
You know, respect a good glizzy gladiator technique every now and then. Not bad.
Glizzy
Wow.
goblin.
I want to know
the
each
fucking
of
pull
your
up, Pyro.
heights.
Oh, that's a good question.
What the?
Where's Pyro at?
Okay.
Start with Joe.
Who goes first?
I'll go first, and we'll just
Okay.
follow along in succession. I have no shame. 5'10", and with the cowboy boots on, about 6 foot, so I could meet your gaze. But yes, I would always, but in more than one way, I would always be looking up to you.
Ooh,
All right,
wow,
short
okay.
king.
Neorette, your height, sir.
I'm 5'11" and 6 feet on a good day. Just kind of, and it's a weird phenomenon where I grow an inch depending on what app I'm on. But yeah, I'm 5'11".
Okay.
Also short king. Respect.
I don't know, 5'11" short, but okay. Tevin?
I'm 6'5".
He's got it. Congratulations.
Can't
man.
compete with that. Yeah,
Congratulations.
can't compete with that.
All right. Oh, yeah, that's good enough.
I think overall, my number one simp that I'm going to pick tonight is going to have to be your bud Tevin.
Hold on. Let me put the drum roll. Hold on.
For a
Drum
long
roll.
time.
Go. Who won?
Oh, Tevin.
Tevin! Yo, congratulations!
Both Tevin.
Wow.
Thank you.
You know, I have to ask, though. I do have to ask. Had he not pussied out, did Neorette have it in the bag?
Absolutely, 100%.